So, we're all right. We're live now. I don't know how Mike got in, but I'm glad you're here.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, guys?
Can you guys see Josh and Brandon? What we're doing is we're piloting a new application for our live streams if you're just tuning in or if you're watching this video after the fact. And so we're kind of learning on the fly here. So if there's any hiccups, I apologize. Hey, Gazin. So yeah, I don't. It doesn't really tell me. Maybe you guys can still check it out on YouTube if you want to see how many people are participating. It doesn't give me a number in here, but
let me take a look. All right, right now we just have Mike and Gazin, but I'm sure we'll get more in a matter of minutes. And we're definitely all visible. How's everybody doing? Is anybody going to grab that Alice in Chains reissue tomorrow? I spun it today. It's fantastic. All right, let's see. Yeah, like Dirt. It's fantastic. It's awesome. It's awesome that it's on 2 LPs. It's awesome that they went back to the original cover art. I think that's the coolest part for me is that, I love that it's the original color on that album.
Yeah, I love the new color scheme. I agree. It looks so much better. But I mean, the sound is just phenomenal. It blows me away. It sounds even better than I imagined it would have. Yeah, Dirt. That sounds great. I was listening to that on Spotify today. I was blown away how clear that sounds.
Yeah, it's incredible. Super excited about the Tom Petty box set, which I'll dive into on Tuesday with coming soon.
Yeah,
Guns N' Roses box set got announced. So lots of super deluxes coming our way before the end of the year.
Yeah, so we got when's the Kiss one coming out?
November. So in October we have the Beatles. I don't think anybody really wanted to compete with the Beatles. In November, you've got the Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion, which is a 12 LP. Absolutely extremely overpriced, just ridiculously priced. I'll talk about it on Tuesday. Kiss comes out on the mid-November. The issue is that the 3 LP version of the Kiss Creatures of the Night, I think, can only be ordered on Kiss Online. Because most stores are only getting the either a single disc or the deluxe CD box set. And then at the end of November, we have the Tom Petty box set, which is 12 LPs. There's a much more reasonable CD version of it, which is probably like $50. So if you don't want to spend $175 for 12 LPs of Tom Petty awesomeness.
Yeah. Well, what's that going for, that Tom Petty one?
$175 for the 12 LP. Now, what it is...
That's crazy. That's crazy cheap for 12 albums.
I know, considering that Guns N' Roses is like triple that price. And I love it because Tom Petty didn't include stupid tchotchkes. It's the music, But in 1997, he played like 19 shows or something at the Fillmore East. And this is the best cuts from those shows, and a lot of deep tracks and out songs he doesn't normally play live, cover songs. So it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Well, the Beatles put out a 12 album box set. It's like $400. So I think I'm glad that one's reasonably priced. But
yeah, I was thinking about that with Revolver, right? Like Revolver's $200. No, last year we got Let It Be, which was around $200, but by the time it got released, it was lowered to like $150.
Yeah.
I think $150 is a better price point for Revolver, just because you're really only getting 4 LPs and a 7-inch, right? So I do think that $150 is a little bit more reasonable, But I could see spending the $200 just because of the Beatles.
Yeah, well, that's the CD box set already dropped in price on Amazon. It was like 150 and now it's down like almost $30, I think. But
Right.
yeah. Hey Rob, how you doing? Hey Beth, how's it going? We got about 11 people. So we're doing our live album uh, bracket championship. And in order to keep this from getting unwieldy, we're gonna one of the rules is gonna be just one album per band. So, because you got some artists or bands that have multiple live albums, we're gonna restrict it just to one live album per band. So, we're not gonna have three Grateful Dead albums in our bracket or three Doors or whatever.
All right. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out if Gary's joining us. Haven't heard from Gary all day, but I don't know.
The camera's acting funny.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Hey, Beth, how are you? While we wait for Gary, are there any releases you guys are picking up this weekend? Anything
I'm not. The last thing I ordered I ordered it off Amazon. I'm getting out of that Iron Maiden somewhere in time.
Oh, great album. Fantastic album.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So
Hope you love it, man.
yeah, no, I'm sure I will. That'll be my fourth Iron Maiden album that I have. I've got one on CD and three on vinyl. So I'm inching my way towards being a metalhead, I guess.
I love it. And I
Yeah.
love that you are sending new wave and synth pop to Aaron.
Yeah, I know. Well, and I'm surprised he likes it so much. That's what I really love about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comment's for you, JC. You excited about the Tom Petty Fillmore box?
So, all right, guys. So this is not my finest moment, but I'm super excited. I ordered it right away, and then I went downstairs to my fiance and said, "You owe me $175. I just bought my Christmas gift." And she's like, "What? What if I don't want to give that to you?" And I said, "It's what I really want. Don't you want to give me what I really want?"
Yeah, right. Hey, Trevor. Yeah, no, I'm going to start doing that now. Just okay. Well, I just bought the the Beatles Revolver box set for my Valentine's Day present. I bought the Kiss Creatures of the Night for St. Patrick's Day. Uh, just give my wife a bill. Just present her with a bill for all the stuff that I buy, and just for different holidays. President's Day.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden for President's Day.
I love it. Yeah, man, but it works out well, because I'm gonna buy that box set no matter what. And now I have the anticipation of opening it on Christmas Day. But 12 discs of Tom Petty live material. I mean, that's right up my alley, guys. I mean,
yeah,
I can't
pass that up. Hey, Trevor. Hey, Rob. What do you mean by dark side? Are you talking about the heavy metal? And I don't know that there's necessarily a side. Like, I'm not going to all of a sudden, start listening to heavy metal to the exclusion of everything else. I mean, I'll always be, a Beatles fan first and foremost, synth pop. I like my REM and, my 80s above all else. But I don't think it's necessarily, I know you're kidding, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing if we dabble in other styles of music, particularly if it's something I feel like I missed out on growing up because I just never gave it a chance. But I don't know how to add you in, Brandon. I think you just got to click on the link. Oh wait, I'm sorry. There's Gary. God, see, I apologize. I'm just still learning this technology. You guys are like knocking on the door, and I'm like, what's going on? Sorry. Throw you the
Hey,
keys.
Gary, what's happening, dude?
Hello. Trying to figure out.
Back in, but his camera's not working.
Yeah, I think you had to turn your camera on, Brandon, and maybe your microphone as well.
Why it looks so bad here?
So yeah, like I was saying, tonight we're gonna do. I think we had a really good time with our soundtracks, 80s soundtrack last week, and so tonight we're gonna do live albums, and we're not restricting it to any one era, but it's gonna be first come first serve. Whoever throws out their favorite live album is gonna get put in the bracket until we fill up all 32 slots. You guys are the selection committee. I mean, we'll have a suggestion here and there, but this is gonna be a group thing. Yeah, thanks, Beth. Yeah, StreamYard is fun. I'm just getting the hang of it. This is the first time I'm using it. I messed around with it all day today, just trying to see how it was going to go. But I think it works better than Zoom, just because you can see the comments on the screen. We don't have to read each one.
Yeah.
Like we used to. So, okay, Trevor. Yeah, Ministry. I do like Sympathy, with Sympathy from Ministry, although, I mean, it sounds a little dated, a bit compared to their later stuff. But yeah, I like, what's that song? Is it Revenge? And then there's I Wanted to Tell Her. That's a good song off of there. So yeah, it's a good album. Found 2 sealed Celine Dion albums.
Hey, Rod. So when they comment, does it automatically just pop up here, or do you pick which ones come up?
I have to pick which ones. I'm picking all of them. I mean, there's nothing objectionable. It's just I got to stay on top of it. So
Yeah, I just didn't know how it worked for sure.
yeah, but you guys can see the comments then too, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way you don't have to be like on your phone looking through all the the YouTube comments. So
Right.
this is a better way to do it.
So
Let's
Rod
talk about Love and Back to Life. Are you a big Celine Dion fan? Happy hippie, Rod?
All by myself. Don't wanna be.
Yeah, the Eric Carmen one.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Animal Lou Reed, best version of Sweet Jane. So good.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys ready to start filling in a bracket? I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for Brandon. He seems to be having some internet or computer problems, but
Yeah, you had some last time.
Yeah, let's do it.
all right. So,
He's not a fan.
let's see.
Yeah.
All right. Now all I'm gonna be able to see is a bracket. Can you guys see the bracket now?
Yeah, we can see
Okay.
it.
I can't read it, but okay.
Yeah, well, there's nothing there, so that's probably why. But yeah, if you guys want to start throwing out live albums, we'll start filling up our bracket. We're going to start in the West region, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start us off. I'm going to put the Who live at Leeds.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow. I think as hard as last week's show was, this is going to be brutal.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal.
See, I'm afraid to throw out an album yet because last time, it all depends on the bracket. We had all the weak ones on one side, and some of my favorite picks, they get axed right away because they're going against something really strong. I'm kind of hesitant.
Well, you got to bring it, Gary. You got to bring it strong.
How about we do another 60s, 70s band, Grateful Dead, Europe 72.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I know Rod probably was going to have that one. Okay. Gary, what do you want to throw out there?
Let's see. Let's throw out Live at Budokan.
Ooh,
Cheap Trick.
That's a good one. I'm going to save my next pick because it would break Gary's heart if we put it up against Cheap Trick. So I'll do that one for the next bracket.
All right. What else we got? I can't see the thing. So
Well, nobody else has got it. Oh, Simon
Live
and
at Central
Garfunkel.
Park.
Central Park. Yeah, let's put that up there.
That's a great one. That's a double one. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be double album. It doesn't have to, you know, Wilco. Kicking Television. Okay. That's a great one. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one, but
I am not.
okay. All right.
I've got all kinds of suggestions, but I want to see. Here's a good one.
Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Okay. All right. And Frank Sinatra at the Sands. Sinatra at the Sands. Okay. Thin Lizzy live and yeah, great one.
Uh-oh. Where'd Josh go?
Uh-oh. Everybody's internet's crapping out. Is that what's happening? Okay. All right. I gotta all right, Brandon's back.
Hey, there's Brandon.
There we go. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Sorry about that.
I was in live stream purgatory there.
All right, we got Super Tramp live in Paris.
Brandon, name a live album, dude.
Fleetwood Mac, The Dance.
Oh, great one.
And the other one I would say that has to go in there somewhere, don't put it next to Fleetwood Mac, but Eagles, Hell Freezes Over.
Okay, we'll save that for maybe the other bracket.
Other side, yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep up on all these. All right, we got Queen. Okay, so we got Queen live at Wembley, and we got Killers Queen. So I got to pick one, man. I don't know.
And Jeff, I think JC is in the back room too, so add him back in.
Okay. You guys, I got so many balls in the air right now. All right, I can.
Yeah,
I don't see. Oh, there he is, right down there. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
So I guess over here, whenever someone clicks on the link, they just sit in the back room until you actually give them the okay to come in.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
I got to do some catch up here. So we got. You guys ever heard of Maiden Live After Death?
Once or twice, yeah.
Yeah. You got to put that one on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if we can, let's put Aerosmith live bootleg.
That's a good one.
Okay. Sam, Last Waltz.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, he's talking about the band.
Yeah.
What about Bob Marley and the Wailers, Babylon Bus?
Awesome.
Okay. All right. What else? Let's see what else we got here. Slade Alive.
Alive.
All right, Gazen, which Talking Heads? There's two Talking Heads live album. You got the name of this band is Talking Heads and Stop Making Sense. So which one you want to go with? While he's deciding, I'm surprised it took this long for that Kiss Alive.
For Kiss Alive. Yeah.
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 People
All right,
hold
we
out.
got
They're
our
right
West
by the bracket.
bracket filled in. Now we're going to move over to the East region.
AC/DC live.
Yeah, great one.
The
That's a good one.
Ramones alive.
Yeah, the Ramones
That's a good one.
alive. Great one.
It's alive. I think
It's alive. Yeah, exactly.
Yep, I can't see these without my glasses. Thought I could, but I can't.
Ben Folds live from Earwax. Okay.
Huh, not familiar with
Oh
that one.
man, I wanted to pick one to go up against that.
Okay.
What was Sam had said some Bob Dylan one, didn't
Yeah, but oh no, we don't have Bob Dylan yet. Bob Dylan Before the Flood.
he? Yeah.
Okay.
Before the flood and after the rain.
Oh, don't we already have an AC/DC, or do we not? We don't.
No, we do not.
So Dylan is actually Dylan and the band.
Yeah.
For the Flood.
Do we have Springsteen 75 to 85?
Frampton Comes Alive. Yeah, we had Maiden live after death. I'm sorry. What did you say, Josh?
Springsteen 75 to 85?
Nope.
Do we have a Sabbath one yet?
Nope.
Yeah. What about a Sabbath the End?
Okay.
What's the name of that one called, Josh? The box set?
75 to 85. Live anthology.
Okay. All right. And I can only type in show comments so fast. So we already got a Ben Folds. We got all right. Johnny Cash live at
Oh, yeah.
prison. What took so long for that one?
Masterpiece.
Okay.
Metallica live shit, Binge and Purge.
Hey. UFO Strangers in the Night.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ozzy Randy Rhoads tribute.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
All right, Gazen, you said Talking Heads now twice, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick all right, what was that? I'm sorry, what one? First of all, we had Black Sabbath. Which one?
The End.
The End. Okay. All right, and then we got Talking Heads. I'm gonna say Stop Making Sense.
Hey, Aaron's got to pick Alice in Chains Unplugged.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
Are we full?
Well, let's see how many we got left.
Oh, no.
We got 4 left. Let me see what we got in the comment section. That one, Clapton Unplugged.
That's a good. I was gonna say the Unplugged can throw a lot in there. I mean,
Yeah.
the Nirvana Unplugged.
Nirvana.
All right, we got Zeppelin, How the West Was Won.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the best one. Do we have Rolling Stones yet?
No.
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, we should do the early one. The
Get your yaya?
Get Your Yayas out.
Yeah, get your yayas. Yeah, that's
Okay. And the last one, I'm just going to pick the next one that shows up after that one. Motorhead, No Sleep Till Hammersmith.
That's a great album too.
Okay.
Woo, doggies.
We got No Bob Seger.
yeah.
We don't have a Blue Oyster Cult. Look how many live albums they put out.
Yeah. All right, so we got our bracket filled up. So we're going to do like we did last week.
What time is it? 7:53. I
Yeah.
just wonder if I mean, I just wonder if we should wait a few minutes or something. I don't know if some people thought this was going to start later or what.
No, I think we have.
we missed Rush. God, these are such
Oh
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
Rush, All the World's a Stage. Holy smokes.
Yeah, no kidding.
How do we have some of these on there and we don't have them?
Well, you could easily have like a 200 team bracket. There's so many great live albums. U2, Under a Blood Red Sky. Yeah.
Rattle and Hum.
Made in Japan. How do we not have any Deep Purple on there? Well,
Journey Live, Houston, 82. That's a good one.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Jeez.
we've got some stuff here to vote for.
Okay.
Hot dog. Oh, George Thorogood live. It's behind me. Didn't even put it.
Yeah. No, the Doors absolutely live.
Yeah.
Bill Withers.
I'm feeling so sick about missing that Rush. I almost want to go take one of my picks off to add that Rush in.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron's dropping by. Aaron. How's it going?
All right.
See, he can't stay away.
Yeah, Jay Giles.
Too much.
Jay
Yeah,
Giles.
that Elton John one's great too.
We're gonna blow your face out.
I feel like we could have filled up a second bracket already.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, do you want to do this part 2 next week? We take another bracket to go against the winner of this bracket. We could always do that.
We could totally do that, so I'm sorry if we missed any of your picks here, like Bob Seger Live Bullet, like that one.
Yeah.
Allman Brothers at the Fillmore was another one. Doors at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, there's all kinds. We can get them next week, I guess. We got that Springsteen No Nukes show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rush, a show of hands. That's another fantastic one.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, Angel.
Angel, should we start voting or?
Yeah, so our first up in our bracket, we got the Who live at Leeds up against Grateful Dead, Europe 72.
You want me to keep score again?
Yeah, somebody keep track. So we're going to start voting. You start the voting on Who live at Leeds and Grateful Dead.
Well,
Live Europe 72.
Let's see those votes, guys. Let us know what you pick. Which one do you prefer?
All right. Sam's already weighing in.
my vote would definitely be Live at Leeds.
Okay.
That's not even close.
Yeah, that's mine.
I'm going to throw some love towards the Grateful Dead because even though I love Live at Leeds and it's one of the best albums of all time in terms of a live album, man, that version of Morning Dew on Europe 72, I cannot get enough of it.
Yeah, Live at Leeds is getting a lot of love. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Live too.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's just a fantastic live album.
Yeah.
Rod's.
All right.
I would pick the Grateful Dead.
Me and Rod, we picked the Dead.
All right. And as you pull those comments up, maybe say them out loud, Jeff.
Okay.
While I'm looking down so I don't miss any.
All right. Big Star, Who Live at Leeds.
I mean, the Who just dominated.
Yeah, there's only 2 votes for the Dead so far on that one.
How many Who ones we got?
From what I heard, there's 5.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, I think the Who's taking this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What do we got next?
I thought that one would be a little closer, but all right. Now we got Cheap Trick live at Budokan versus Simon and Garfunkel, the concert in Central Park.
Got to go Budokan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to go Budokan just because.
Budokan.
Even though I love Central Park, I love Budokan. Angel says Budokan.
Budokan.
Yeah.
Miss 80s.
Miss 80s Cheap Trick.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Blaine's World, we got our first Simon and Garfunkel.
Music in the House, Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick. Earwax, Budokan.
Yep.
Big Star, Simon and Garfunkel.
I'm going to go Simon and Garfunkel. I own Simon and Garfunkel. I don't own Cheap Trick at Budokan.
CGC Vinyl Guy, Budokan. Sam, St. John, Simon and Garfunkel.
All right.
Yeah.
Josh is going to be covered up all night.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Josh. It's just
Hey,
there you go. There's Josh. There he is.
There Aaron said Simon and Garfunkel, by the way.
All right.
Aaron, we miss you, buddy. Feel free to jump in if you need to.
Simon and Glenn Funkel. Salmon and Glenn Funkel.
So who won that one?
All right. That's 8-5 for Cheap Trick.
All right.
Ooh.
I knew that was going to be the case.
Come on now.
Okay. Now we got,
ladies and
all
gentlemen.
right. I already know who's going to win this one. Wilco, Kicking Toe, Judas Priest, Unleashed. God, I'm going Wilco on this one. I love the Wilco album, and obviously I'm a Judas Priest fan, but I've been a Wilco fan way longer. So all right,
Priest,
we got
2 priests,
I vote for Priest.
3 priests, plus Gary, that's 4 priests.
Gazing at the Moon says Priest.
I say Priest.
I'm going to say Priest, even though, Gary, I do love Wilco. Earwax says Wilco.
yeah. Well, Rod's Wilco, Sam is Wilco.
Yeah.
Wilco coming on strong.
Aaron says Priest.
Priest. Blaine says Priest.
Big
Big
Star.
Star says Wilco.
Yeah.
Christian says Priest.
All right. I think we got a blowout.
Well, let's not call it a blowout.
Music
Yeah.
in the House says
Priest.
Priest.
Come on, spare my feelings a little bit.
Okay, I'm sorry. A very tight race at 11-4.
Thank you. One that might go into overtime.
All you gotta do is shoot a 7-pointer and you're tied.
Yeah, right.
Molly Cruz
Motley Crue,
says
Junkie
Priest.
Child says Priest.
Nice.
Yeah. Love
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I knew it was a long shot, so. All right. So Priest it is.
All right.
All right. So
Next round's going to be tough. What do we got here? Oh,
now we got Sinatra up against Thin Lizzy.
So I know a lot of people on this may have not heard that Sinatra, but if you have, it's the definition of a live album. You
Yes.
feel like you're in that club. You feel the people smoking next to you. It's amazing. And even though I love Thin Lizzy, and if you said, what music do I prefer? To be Thin Lizzy, I'm going to go with Frank Sinatra.
Exactly 100% to the T. Everything JC just said is why I picked Sinatra too on that
Yeah.
one. He VCO'd me a copy of that album just like a month or two ago, and it is, when you're sitting there listening to it, it's just like you are right there recording the thing. You're not listening to it. It's awesome.
Yeah, Quincy Jones, works with him on that album. It's
Mike
Count
says
Basie.
Thin Lizzy.
Mm-hmm. And his storytelling and his banter and everything on it, it's just amazing.
Angel says Thin Lizzy.
All right.
Motley says Thin Lizzy. Blaine says Sinatra. All right, Blaine. Thank you, my brother.
Indeed.
Sam says Sinatra.
Rod says
Rod,
Thin
Thin
Lizzy. Miss 80 says Sinatra. CJC says Sinatra. Big Star says Sinatra. Gazen says Thin Lizzy. Music in the House says Sinatra. Aaron says Thin Lizzy. Detroit Stars says Sinatra.
I'm gonna go with
Says
Sinatra. I'm gonna go with
Thin
Sinatra.
Lizzy. Mike says Live and Dangerous. And Angel says Thin Sinatra. What? Angel, you can't do that.
Oh, the Thin Sinatra.
Angel, you're going to get excluded from this. Live and Dangerous, fantastic. Yeah, Mike, it is. Thin Lizzy is fantastic. What a great band. Underrated.
Oh, yeah. Is that everyone?
Grateful Dead.
I'm voting Thin Lizzy. I haven't voted yet.
Okay.
All right. So what's
So the final tally is 11-9. Sinatra.
no kidding? Wow. Way to go, Frank.
That's a good one.
Fat Elvis and Thin Sinatra. Yeah, that's about it, isn't it? Okay, so now we got Supertramp live in Paris and Fleetwood Mac The Dance.
Totally Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac for me.
I'm gonna rock on with Gold Dust Woman.
Where are you at, Josh?
Josh thinks because we can't see him anymore that he can just start, wandering around his house.
Who do you vote for, Josh? Can he hear us? Whoops. Yeah.
All right, we got Beth with Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
Detroit Stars, Supertramp. Blaine's World, Fleetwood Mac.
Big Star, Mac. Christian, Fleetwood Mac. Mike, Fleetwood Mac.
Good job, guys.
Earwax, Supertramp. Gazing at the Moon, Supertramp. Music in the House, Fleetwood Mac. And is Josh waiting to get back in, or what's going on there? I don't know.
Josh is. Oh. All right.
There he is.
Yeah, it keeps kicking me out, guys. I don't know why, but it just all goes black and it kicks me out.
Rod, Supertramp. What's your vote, Josh?
Fleetwood Mac.
Nice.
Music in the House, Fleetwood Mac.
All right. So we got another blowout on our hands, like 11-4, Fleetwood Mac.
All right.
Interesting. Okay. Pick that live album and not the earlier one.
Yeah, was it Fleetwood Mac Live or something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we got two heavyweights. We got Queen live at Wembley and Iron Maiden live after death. All right. I think the money's on Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
But we'll see. What do I know,
I'm going Maiden.
Yeah, I mean, this is painful because I do feel that's Queen is one of the greatest live performances was Wembley at 86, but I'm going to go with Maiden just because it is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scream for me, Long Beach.
Yeah.
Going for Maiden.
Yes. All right, Mike.
I love Queen. Live after death, Up the Irons.
Miss 80 says Queen.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, really, Queen. I listen to Queen more than I do Iron Maiden at this point. But
CGC says Maiden.
All right.
Earwax says Queen. Yeah. Detroit Stars Queen.
All right.
Rod Queen.
Sam says Queen.
Big Star
Queen says Queen.
Queen's gonna win. Kazin says Queen. Angel, Live After Death.
Yeah. Sometimes these things pop up here twice. We got to be careful.
Aaron
we knew
says
Aaron would say Maiden.
It's a really close one, so every vote's going to definitely count on this one. So chime in, guys.
Yeah, if you haven't voted, let's hear it.
Now's the time. Vote early and vote often.
How many votes we got? We may have everybody.
That's a total of 14 votes so far.
Okay, so we got 4 people who haven't said one way or the other, but
yeah.
Are you undecided? Maybe.
Yeah. Don't want to show your allegiance.
All right, what's the vote count?
We're going into overtime. We got a tie.
No kidding. Wow.
Come on, we need some more votes.
Yeah. Tie game.
On. Next vote counts. Maiden.
Aaron voted twice.
When you have as many records as Aaron, you get to vote twice.
Exactly.
Man, I wonder if somebody. I mean, what do we do? Leave that there until another vote comes up?
Yeah, I would say we come back to it and say, "Is anyone?"
Yeah, we didn't establish rules for a tiebreaker, but
might have to come down to a coin flip or something.
Yeah, we might have to do something like that.
Well, there's got to be somebody else out there that hasn't voted.
Yeah, at least one person.
Can my daughter vote? Well,
yeah.
My cat vote? Where is my cat?
Well,
I actually kind of like the coin toss. It'll add a bit of excitement to it.
Well, let's ask, how did the 4 of us, how did we vote? I said Queen.
Yeah.
I said Maiden.
I said Maiden. Did your vote get counted?
What'd you vote, Josh?
Maiden.
Okay, well, let's break the tie that way. So first of all, is just in general, and then the tiebreaker will be the 4 of us. So I'm the only one to pick Queen. So I don't know any other way to do it. Nobody else is chiming in. Yeah. So we're just going to do it that way. And Iron Maiden is going to take that one.
Okay. No, yeah, I think that's good.
We'll do it that way in the future.
Yeah.
And then if we tie, then we'll have to do a coin flip. Okay, we got the band, The Last Waltz, up against Bob Marley, Babylon Bus.
All right, guys, let's see your votes.
Bob Marley. I'm going to go.
The band. In StreamYard, you can drag people around on the screen if you want to move Josh.
By the scruff of their neck?
Yes, by his hair.
You grab me and move me up top?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, there's that way to do it, but...
Now we don't have our bracket. Oh, there you go.
Here we go.
Okay, yeah. Well, all right, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're doing our voting now.
Another vote for the band. Beth, Bob Marley.
Have you guys voted yet?
Nope.
No.
What do you guys want?
Another Bob Marley vote. The band vote.
I'm going Bob Marley.
I'm going to go with the band.
I got to go with the band.
I'm going to the band.
Rod says Bob.
Okay. All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. So that's 8-5 for the band.
All right.
That makes me a little sad.
I feel sorry for Slade right here.
This could have been one of our soundtracks from last week. I'm surprised that, but it really couldn't have because it was a concert film. But
Yeah.
it was a soundtrack. So anyway, all right, now, all right. I think we know how this one's going to go. Slade Alive versus Kiss Alive.
Which is funny because that's how Kiss got the name for their live album.
Yeah.
There's 2 more votes for Bob Marley, but
well, he still loses by 1.
Okay. Number 1 live album from all time, Kiss Alive. I think that's a dig on my all right.
Angel's busting some balls up in here.
Yeah.
Jason says Kiss. Miss 80s Kiss. Mike Kiss. Detroit Slade.
Slade.
Kiss.
Kiss.
Sam Kiss.
Sam's a big Kiss fan now.
I'm changing my vote to Slade. Music in the House says. Earwax Slade. Angel says Kiss. Big Star Slade.
I'm going.
Obviously, it goes without saying that I pick Kiss.
Okay.
Rod.
Kiss definitely for me too.
Yeah, Kiss for me.
Sade versus Kiss. Yeah, I think Sade would beat the hell out of Kiss.
And what's your vote, Jeff?
Mine's going to be Kiss.
Okay.
Just so I don't have to hear about it anymore.
All right.
I don't need to make another video and lose another 10 subscribers.
So another blowout. It's like 10-3.
All right.
All right. No surprise there.
I would buy a Sade live album, though. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We're going to move over to our East bracket, and we got the Ramones, It's Alive versus Ben Folds Live.
Good Lord.
Oh, man. Poor Ben Folds. I love Ben Folds, but there's no chance to vote for Ben Folds.
Ramones for me.
Yeah, Ramones for me.
Ramones for me. Jeff?
I'm going to go.
Yeah, see you after a while, Beth.
I'm going to go with Ben Folds Live.
All right.
Sorry. I'm a big Ben Folds fan. I'm a Ramones fan too, but I just know Ben Folds Live is going to get their asses kicked. So I don't want it to be a blowout. I don't want it to be a shutout,
Jason said Ramones. We had 3 Ramones. Earwax Ramones. That's 4. Not counting our votes. Come on, guys. Ramones or Ben Folds? Let us know.
I mean, I think we know which way this one's going to go.
You don't know. Aaron can vote for Ben Folds.
Yeah, I don't see this swell of support for Ben Folds Live at the last one.
Yeah, so far Jeff is the lone vote.
That's all right, I mean, it is what it is. Ben Folds 5 is just not popular, and that's.
I mean, I love that song, Underground.
Makes it kind of cool.
That's a great song. We
all
could
right.
be happy underground.
So
now, see, here's a vote for Ben Folds. Here's another Ramones. Another Ramones.
Okay.
Another Ramones. Ramones.
Yeah, it's like 11-2, so we can call that one.
11-2 for which one?
Ben beat like 10 votes ago. The Ramones.
Okay. All right. Well, here's an interesting pairing. AC/DC versus Bob Dylan and the band Before the Flood. Wow. Okay.
Both great albums. Whew, that's a difficult one.
We're still getting Ramones votes in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, don't rub it in, okay? We already called it.
What I love about Before the Flood is how they play band songs and Dylan songs. together.
Yeah.
You know. CJC says AC/DC.
Got 2 for AC/DC so far.
All right.
Yeah.
Rod
There's
says
a
Bob
Bob
Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Detroit. Yep, Dylan.
So we got a tie right now. I'm sorry, Sam picked Bob. So that's 3-2.
Earwax, AC/DC.
DC.
Didn't Rod already voted?
Rod's going for another Bob. Rod, we love Bob. Gazing, AC/DC. Big Star, AC/DC.
What are you guys picking?
Holy shit, that's hard.
I mean, you got the Bon Scott AC/DC, so
Yeah, it's Bon Scott live. I'm going with that.
All right.
Man, Aaron said Dylan. Woo.
Really?
What about you, Mr. Hall of Fame, Brandon?
I got to go AC/DC on this one.
yeah, Aaron, that is a surprising vote.
I love both albums so much. This has been the
Mike,
most difficult one.
AC/DC.
I'll go AC/DC, but I'll probably regret it.
Nah, you'll wake up fine tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Bob and the band.
All right. All right. So is that it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
All right. Well, we got about 9-5 AC/DC.
No kidding. I thought it was a little closer than that, but all
Yeah.
right, fair enough. Well, it'd be fun to see AC/DC up against the Ramones.
Yeah. Yep.
It's called Got Blood if you want it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Or where If You've Got Blood came from.
If you want blood, you've got it. You've got it.
Yeah, blood. Okay, is that what it's called? All right, let's get it straight. I didn't vote for it, so
You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, just call it Blood.
Just put if you want ...
Live Blood.
all right. All right, all semantics aside, Frampton Comes Alive versus Springsteen. Okay, now is this one really fair? Springsteen, there's like, what, 4 albums in that box set? Double album. So Springsteen's bringing the big guns. They're like Russia up against the Ukraine. But I don't know. Could Frampton pull it out? We'll see.
Well, look how many albums that thing. So somebody had to, really love it. Frampton Comes Alive. It's a huge seller.
Yeah, definitely outsold it.
Eddie and the Cruisers 75.
I blame that vote on Jeff.
Yeah. To me, it's easy with Springsteen. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Rod
I
says
vote Springsteen. Ice. Mike says Frampton. Gazing at the Moon says Frampton. One Track Mind says nice. Got a Springsteen vote from Detroit. Sam says Peter Frampton, just because of the hair.
What'd you say, Gary?
Springsteen.
Okay.
I think we missed a vote. I don't know. It looked like there's a Frampton vote. There might have been a Springsteen vote in there too. Sam voted already, right? See, these come up a couple times. Sometimes just throw them. Here's another Frampton vote.
What are you guys picking?
Springsteen.
I guess I got to go Springsteen.
Yeah, I said Springsteen. What about you, Jeff? Who'd you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Springsteen on this one, even though I mean, Frampton Comes Alive is a classic, but
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like Springsteen wins by only about 3 votes.
Wow.
3 or 4 votes. Yeah. So still pretty close considering.
I know one thing. Put them back to back in concert and see who kicks whose ass. I know that much. All right.
Okay, now we got Johnny
man.
Cash live at Folsom against Metallica live. Shit and burn.
Man, this is my first stressful one right here.
I think you missed a Springsteen vote.
Well, they won. Springsteen
He won.
So I'm actually going to go with Johnny Cash, even though I love Metallica live, Shit, Binge, and Purge. To me, it's just fantastic.
We just got 2 votes for Johnny Cash, 3 votes for Johnny Cash on here.
Okay.
Aaron's voting on the last one. He voted Springsteen. Here's another Johnny Cash.
Wow.
I'm voting for Johnny Cash. Angel says Johnny Cash. Gazing at the Moon, Cash all the way.
Holy cow.
Rod says Cash.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cash.
Yeah.
No one went for Metallica, or Brandon, did you go for Metallica?
I haven't voted yet, but I think I'm gonna go for Metallica.
Here's another Johnny Cash vote. Another Johnny Cash.
Wow.
Cash is gonna kick Metallica's ass all over the place. Wow. Yeah. How about that, Man in Black?
And you already voted, Josh? One of those Cash was yours?
Yep. I'm going for Cash.
Yeah. And wasn't Metallica your pick?
It was, but I didn't know it was going against freaking Johnny Cash. And then
Yeah.
Angel said credit, but
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, total.
Did Metallica even get 1 vote?
Yeah, just one.
Oh. All right, now we got UFO Strangers in the Night versus Black Sabbath, The End.
Gazing. I'm voting UFO.
Really, Gary?
Really? Angel says UFO.
Gary's just going to read the UFO votes.
Christian says UFO. Well, anybody that doesn't have. I mean, I love Black Sabbath. Don't get me wrong, but Strangers in the Night's got to be one of the best rock and roll live albums of all time. Gazing at the Moon, UFO. Detroit says Sabbath. Josh left again.
I got kicked out.
Jeff, why do you keep kicking him out?
Just to be a dick.
I already got Detroit's vote, right?
Okay.
Earwax says Sabbath. Aaron says UFO. Music in the House says UFO. Mike says UFO. His favorite Black Sabbath album is actually Live Evil. So.
Oh man, I can't believe the End is not getting any love.
All right, I'll give it some love. I'm gonna go with Black Sabbath.
Okay. And I'm going with Black Sabbath.
And Brandon, I went for Black Sabbath. Just kidding.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I love The End. It's just there's really not much out there that I'm going to vote over that. Rod said Sabbath.
Okay.
Where are we sitting at?
We got a 1 vote difference between the two in case anybody else wants to vote.
Ooh.
Josh, did you vote?
Yeah, I voted Sabbath.
I got Josh down. Are we calling it, or has it got any more votes?
All right, let's do the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, Sam.
Sam, you're pissing me off.
So is that it?
Where are we at now?
Oh, wait, no, Big Star just came in with 1, right? So that's another Sabbath.
How'd you see that before me?
I'm got the live stream over or the YouTube pulled up over here. All right.
It's Timmy again.
UFO, says Timmy.
All right, so we're calling it for Black Sabbath.
All right. Yeah, those last 2 votes put Sabbath over the top.
Oh,
A tie, and then it took them one ahead.
You've got to be kidding me. Come on.
Good job, baby.
Late
Is it
era
really? Is that
Black
really?
Yeah,
Sabbath
Sam and
no
Big Star.
award.
Sam's vote tied it. Big Stars put Sabbath over the top. So good job,
my
guys.
God, come on. What
Sabbath
the heck?
by 1.
Wow.
Sam, don't expect any VCLT from Gary.
No, and you know what? I did have something in mind I was going to say. Now I'm thinking about it.
All right, we got Alice in Chains up against Talking Heads. Stop Making
I'm
Sense.
sorry, UFO. Forgive them. They know not what they do.
Well, that's what I said about Ben Folds 5, Gary. So,
Come on. Take that, Gary. I hear you. Sam.
Well, I can
Damn,
tell
you little
that I
turd.
love the Talking Heads, but Alice in Chains Unplugged would rank in my top 10 greatest live albums of all time. So I'm going Alice in Chains.
Yeah, totally agree with you, JC.
What do we got?
I'm
here?
going Alice in Chains too.
I'm going Talking Heads. I love Alice in Chains, but Talking Heads. I think I'm going with that.
Earwax, Talking Heads. Mike's got the spin, said Talking Heads. Gazen says Talking Heads. Rod says Talking Heads.
Jeff says Talking Heads.
Jeff says Talking Heads twice. Aaron says Alice in Chains. Aaron's got my back.
It's tough. It's a tough pick. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things that would just depend on my mood.
Big Star, Talking Heads.
Yeah, what do we got? Voting system.
Well, definitely Talking Heads.
Wow. Shocker.
Yeah, that is a little surprising because, like you said, that Alice in Chains. I mean, that's definitely one of the best live albums. Like
Talking Heads, you got the history, though. You know,
yeah,
I mean, that's one of those classics, and more people have probably seen Stop Making Sense, the actual movie, than they've seen the Unplugged special on MTV.
yeah.
There's no denying the music on both is phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right, so we calling it for Talking Heads.
Yep.
All right, now we got Eric Clapton Unplugged and Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won.
Well,
I'm going Zepp.
yeah, I'm going Zeppelin.
Yeah, I got to go Zepp too.
I'm going Clapton.
Mike said Zeppelin.
Did you see what Aaron says? If Alice in Chains loses, he's never doing Tipsy Tuesday. You guys all screwed us out of weekly entertainment.
Oh man. Wait, I think I missed some votes. So where are we at?
Okay. Mike, Yearwax, and Detroit Stars, and Gazing at the Moon all voted for Zeppelin. Rod voted for Zeppelin.
Gazing, Led Zeppelin.
Jeez.
Sam says Clapton. Yeah, I tell you what, if I never hear that acoustic version of Layla again in my life, that would be okay.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
Oh my God, it puts me to sleep. Layla. Do, 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 do. Oh my God.
Yeah, that I can agree with you. But the guitar solo that he does on that, to me, is just one of the most beautiful live guitar solos ever.
It is a good guitar solo.
God.
It's just my local radio station has played that to death.
Tears in Heaven is epic, though. I mean, that song "Tears in Heaven."
I like the blues stuff that he does. The blues covers on that album. That's my favorite stuff on that album.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
True.
I honestly think that Neil Young Unplugged is much better than Eric Clapton Unplugged. And it doesn't nearly get the love.
Oh, yeah. Neil Young's was great. Yeah, Sam, I can't believe I voted for Zeppelin either. His comment on it.
Yeah.
Just like I can't believe you voted for the super mellow Eric Clapton one.
Yeah. So we calling it for Zeppelin?
Yeah, there's only 3 Clapton votes, so
Big Star voted for Clapton. I don't know if we got that.
yeah.
Okay.
He's over here in the loser pile with me. Us 3
right.
losers that voted for Clapton.
Moving on to Rolling Stones, get your yayas out. And Motorhead, No Sleep Till Hammersmith.
We got a couple different worlds here going on.
Yeah. This was pretty painful. I'm gonna have to go Stones, even though I love.
Yeah, I'm voting for Stones. I could vote for it solely just on the version of Midnight Rambler.
Yeah.
On that album, to be honest with you.
We already have 3 Stones: Mike's, Earwax, Angel Stones. That's 4 Stones. Music in the House, Motorhead. CGC Stones. Sam Stones.
I'm going Motorhead.
All right. Gazing at the Moon says Stones. Big Star 33 says Stones.
All right. So another blowout.
Yeah, well, I'd be super disappointed if it wasn't the Stones, just because that was my number 1.
Yeah.
It's an awesome one.
All right. Well, we're moving into our second round. We're going to head back over to our West region. And wow, we got 2 heavyweights going toe-to-toe. The Who live at Leeds against Cheap Trick Budokan.
God, that's tough. Dang.
Now we find out who our Who fans are and who our Cheap Trick fans are. Gary, I know you like both. What are you going with?
That is tough. You know what? God dang. I'm going Cheap Trick.
Ah.
Wow. Angel says Cheap Trick.
Detroit said the Who. Sam said the Who. Gazing at. Did you already get Gazing at the Moon or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Earwax says Who. Music in the House says Who. Happy Hippie says Cheap Trick.
Aaron says Cheap Trick. Mike says Cheap Trick. I knew that was coming.
Man, this is hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I love both those albums. They kick a lot of these albums' butt.
I'm going Cheap Trick.
I'm going the Who.
Man.
All right.
Big Star says the Who.
It's another one where every vote counts.
CGC,
I know, and I haven't voted yet. It's killing me.
CGC says Cheap Trick.
I'm going to go with the Who.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you. The voice of reason.
Hey, don't make it
Hey,
sound like
neither one of those is a bad pick. Come on. It's not like Ben Folds 5 is in this thing.
Exactly.
No, I know it's a tough. To be fair, I mean, Cheap Trick Live at Budokan is a great album too. If Who Live at Leeds had to lose to any live album, I'm glad it's Cheap Trick at Budokan.
Yeah. So are all the votes in? Because again, this is a real tight one, so every vote's going to count.
Rod thinks it's unfair because Beth is not here right now.
Yeah.
I feel like Beth would vote for Cheap Trick, though.
Oh, she definitely will vote for Cheap Trick.
Did Beth have internet issues? Is she going to jump back in? Maybe.
No,
Should we wait for
us,
Beth?
She had to make dinner.
Yeah.
She said something about having more important things to do. So,
All
I don't
right.
blame her.
Okay. Is it Cheap Trick?
If we're calling it, Overtime. Tie game.
Overtime. Oh my gosh.
Another tie.
Is it really? Okay. Well, what did we all vote?
Because we had 2 Budokons and 2 Cheap Tricks between us.
All right, who's got a coin?
I just had a quarter somewhere.
Man, I hate for this to go to a coin flip, but I think that's the only fair way. I mean, wow. That might not be our last tie either. It gets harder. It gets harder as you get closer to the championship round.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's going to a coin flip. Are you excited, Josh?
Oh, super excited.
All right. I'll do it even better. I have a battery here since I don't have a car. So you got rough side or smooth side?
What? Wait a minute. Show
flip.
us this battery. What are you talking about?
If it ain't rough, it ain't me.
Oh,
So it's rough on one side and it's smooth on the other side. So,
well, what side is normally going to come up?
I don't know if there is a normal way to flip a battery.
Because there isn't there uneven weight on that battery?
It flips pretty good. So I can.
All right, flip it a couple times. See if it comes up different things, Brandon.
Okay.
I know you're a smart guy, and I feel like you're trying to trick us somehow.
No,
See, Sam already flipped the coin and he said it was blue. So
he said it was.
Well, Sam's vote doesn't count. So.
Or we can do like pick a number, Gary, between 1 and 10. Whoever gets the closest.
No. We'll do your coin toss. That's fine.
All right. So somebody pick rough or smooth.
Rough.
Rough. Okay. So rough will be who are you fighting against? Cheap Trick. Rough will be Cheap Trick.
All right.
And we have rough.
There you go.
Cheap Trick has won.
That's be the dumbest way the Cheap Trick has ever won an award.
all right. Okay, now we got Priest Unleashed in the East against Sinatra at the Sands.
Well, see, it's unfair. I've never even heard this Sinatra album.
Mm-hmm.
So,
are you a Sinatra fan, Gary?
I mean, I like him. I'm not a fan, you know what I mean? Maybe down the road I might be. But right now I got to vote Judas Priest. But I mean, I am pretty sure, going by the descriptions that Brandon and Josh have said, if I would listen to the album, I'm pretty sure I would like it as far as that goes. But because I haven't, I have to vote for Judas.
But would you like it more than Judas Priest? Are you ever going to like a Frank Sinatra live album over Judas Priest?
I mean, I'm capable of it, but I do love Judas Priest, so probably not.
This one's actually kind of hard. Okay, so Gary's
okay. You want me to read some of these votes here?
Yeah, start reading them off because I don't have any down yet.
Okay. Angel votes Priest. Aaron votes Priest. Christian votes Sinatra. Detroit votes Sinatra. Gazing at the Moon votes Priest. Earwax Priest. Music in the House Sinatra. Sam Sinatra. Big Star 33 Sinatra. Mike says Priest. Rod says Frank.
Wow.
So that's got to be pretty close, right?
Yeah. And even though I will listen to the Priest a lot more, when you talk about the best live albums, you have to give the nod to Sinatra on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Sinatra, but I would listen to Priest more. I would agree.
So all votes in?
Yep.
Looks like it.
All right. Sinatra by 2.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
Sinatra makes it again over Judas Priest. I'm sorry, Aaron. Just so you know that.
I got to find you that album, Gary. I think you'll love it.
So Sinatra advances to what do you call it? The semifinals? Yeah, semifinals. All right, now we got Fleetwood Mac up against Iron Maiden.
Easy. Maiden.
Easy Fleetwood Mac.
Woo.
That album is
This
just
is like a
perfection.
boxing
Oh, I do love the dance, but I love Maiden more.
Yeah.
Aaron says Maiden. Detroit says Mac. Angel says Maiden.
Yep.
Music in the House says Fleetwood Mac. Earwax says Mac.
I'm voting Maiden, by the way.
Okay.
All right, Gary.
I got to go with Fleetwood Mac.
All right.
Gazing at the Moon says Fleetwood Mac. Sam St. John says Fleetwood Mac. Rod says Maiden.
Mike says Maiden.
Yeah. Christian says Fleetwood Mac. Aaron says that's not the best Fleetwood Mac live album. Yeah, we kind of discussed that. I think it's a good live album, though. But
Yeah.
Did Timmy vote yet?
well, Timmy votes when there's a tie, I think. I think it's close.
Man.
Is that it? Is that it?
Big Star says Fleetwood Mac. Angel says there's not too many metal fans on this chat. Who'd you vote for, Jeff?
I voted for Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. All right. So is that it?
It's looking like it.
All right. Fleetwood Mac by 3.
Oh my God. For Live After Death.
Are you kidding me?
Fleetwood Mac.
Wow.
Yeah. 9-6.
Wow.
Okay. The last one in this region for this round, the band, The Last Waltz against Kiss Alive. All right. We got one of the greatest live albums of all time. And then we have Kiss Alive.
I knew you could do that.
Don't make me make another video.
And everybody just logged off.
Kiss Alive. That's my pick.
Yeah. Kiss Alive.
Right.
My pick.
Angel says Kiss. Detroit says the band.
Actually, let's just keep it simple.
Sam says band.
Who votes for the band? Let's just ask that question.
Kiss.
Well, Sam's going to.
Yeah, Sam went with the band. Earwax says Kiss. Gazin says Kiss, but he loves the band.
Oh, I love the
Kiss.
Last Waltz too. But
Oh,
not
yeah.
against Kiss Alive.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad album.
Yeah.
Rod says the band. Music in the House says the band. Did we get CGC vinyl guy, Josh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. He had the charge and lightning bolts.
I'm saying Kiss.
You know, like The Last Waltz is fine, but I mean, is it really fair? Because you got all those like other artists. It's not just the band. You got, I mean,
Right. Like you said, it's got bloated Van Morrison on it.
Yeah. I mean, just by virtue of the fact that Van Morrison was a part of that project, I got to go with Kiss Alive.
Big Star says Kiss.
Yeah, Sam says, okay, Sam, to your point, Last Waltz was more live than alive. Fair enough, but
yeah. And I mean, there's a few of them on this list that we could say that about, because I was thinking the same thing about Priest Unleashed. I mean, there's definitely some after concert things done on that album as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it lost. Yeah, that's right. There's no explosions on The Last Waltz. So.
Exactly. Where are the explosions?
So definitely Kiss on that one.
okay. Well, and I mean, I'd be disappointed if Kiss Alive wasn't in at least the final four. So we will see. All right, we're going to move back over into our East region, back to the top. And I said I was looking forward to this one. Ramones, It's Alive versus AC/DC. If you want blood, you got it.
Oh.
I'm going to go with Ramones.
Yeah, if the AC/DC was AC/DC live, I would pick that. But with If You Want Blood, I got to go with Ramones.
Now, are you a Brian Johnson fan more than you are a Bon Scott fan, Brandon?
I wouldn't say more. No, they're just it's just one big continuation to me.
We have one AC/DC, one Ramones. Just
Okay.
Aaron AC, so it's another AC/DC. Rod Ramones. Detroit Ramones. Mike AC/DC.
I vote Ramones.
I'm going to go Ramones.
Give me shock treatment. Music in the house says Ramones on this one. Let's bring AC/DC back next week. Gazen says AC/DC.
Yeah.
Big Star AC/DC. Any more votes out there?
I agree with that, Aaron.
Yeah.
AC/DC. What do we got? Nobody else voting? Where are we at, Brandon?
Looks like Ramones by a nose.
Wow. That's awesome.
All
right.
So now on
to we got Springsteen 75-85, the box set, up against Johnny Cash live at Folsom in mono.
That's one of my all-time grails, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
Yeah, I know. It ranks. Gotta find that mono copy. Man, you know what kills me is that Springsteen's got like some of my favorite versions are on that Springsteen box set, like Because the Night, Candy's Room, the version of Darkness, the version of Growing Up. All amazing on that box.
Sam says Johnny Cash. Detroit says Johnny Cash. Aaron says Bruce. Gazing at the Moon says Johnny Cash. Angel is voting for Eddie and the Cruisers. Yearwax says Cash Money. Music in the House says Johnny Cash. Mike says Johnny Cash. Big Star says Johnny Cash. Rod thinks it's hard, but he's going with Johnny Cash. Angel says Springsteen. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Springsteen, but this is extremely hard.
Yeah.
Folsom Prison would easily rank, in my top favorite live albums of all time.
Yeah.
CGC says Johnny Cash. I'm voting for Springsteen.
Okay. I'm voting for Cash.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Springsteen.
All right.
This is kind of a coin flip kind of thing, but
yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, it's 10-5, Johnny Cash.
Wow.
No, I meant for going either way for myself.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm totally cool with Johnny Cash winning it.
Yeah.
All right.
Down goes Frazier.
Now we got Underdog, Black Sabbath, up against Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense, which I guess you could also say is kind of an underdog because it beat out Alice in Chains, which was no small feat.
Yeah.
I'm going Sabbath.
I'm going with Sabbath on this one.
I'm going to go Talking Heads.
Yeah, I'm Talking Heads.
I just really think the thing that makes that Sabbath album so good is, obviously we kind of know like Sabbath is the godfathers of metal and all that type of stuff, but it was like all of the old Sabbath stuff played with the modern day touches in terms of like just the heaviness and all of that. It just, to me, it updated Sabbath to the times, and I think it made it one of their best albums.
3 more Talking Heads, 2 more Sabbath. Aaron says Alice in Chains. Gaze in Talking Heads, another Sabbath.
Ooh, another every vote count one.
Yeah, this is not going to be an easy one. I mean,
Big Star says Sabbath.
now, honestly, are people picking Black Sabbath because they like Black Sabbath? Have you actually heard that live album, or are you just weighing in because you're a Black Sabbath fan? And I'm not saying it's wrong or right either way, but I'm just curious if you actually heard the live album, or are you just picking Black Sabbath because you like them better than Talking Heads? In which case, like, I'm okay with that. I'm just curious.
Well, I've got the CD and the DVD. So.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
the DVD is called The Last Supper, isn't it? Or
No, that's when they
is that a different
first got
tour?
back together at Birmingham.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Actually,
Bill Ward was on The Last Supper, but he's not on.
Yeah, them right there. That's it.
It's a cool one.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. Did you have it on vinyl?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah. I got that on CD. I don't got that on vinyl.
What do we got for votes?
If they're all in, tie game.
Golly, that's
Wow.
And so how did we vote again? I said Sabbath.
we split, I think.
We split.
Who's gonna call it this time?
Jeff, you call it.
Okay, so rough side Sabbath, smooth side Talking Heads.
All right, I'll.
Oh no, that's not how it works.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Go ahead. Do it that way.
Okay. So we have Talking Heads. Damn it!
Ooh.
What do you mean? Damn it!
Sam, yeah,
Black
wait a minute.
Sabbath.
We got another vote in here.
Oh, did we?
Sam votes for Sabbath.
Okay. And Talking Heads goes down and Sabbath takes it at the end.
Even though Sam hasn't heard either album, but he's just voting on Sabbath, he said. So.
Hey, a vote's a vote.
I'm showing off Jeff's VCLT list.
Oh, wait a minute though.
Yeah.
Aaron votes for Talking Heads.
We're
Does
back to be
So we're tied again.
Okay. Then, geez, another penalty. Then that means Talking Heads wins due to the flip.
All right.
All is fair in love and war, pigs.
That's good.
All right. So Talking Heads does it then.
Yeah, so Talking Heads is right back on there.
And
Jeez.
order is restored to the universe.
And you
That's
can
crazy.
thank Aaron for that. Aaron came to the rescue.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. All right. The last one for this region is going to be Zeppelin, How the West Was Won, up against the Stones. Get your yah-yahs out.
I'm going Stones. JC said Stones.
Yeah.
Stones.
What do you say, Gary?
I mean it kills me, but I'm going to vote for the Stones on this.
All right. And
Well,
what is
there's no
it?
wrong answer here, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing here, it looks like
Stones, Zeppelin, Stones, 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 Stones. Come on, guys, get your votes in. It's a blowout so far.
Zeppelin.
yeah.
Mike says Zeppelin.
Okay.
And the Zeppelin is great.
It is. It's just
Yeah.
I've grown up more listening. You know,
Yeah.
Zeppelin came out later.
I mean, again, even though I vote for the Stones, if they lose that Led Zeppelin album, there's no shame in that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be heartbroken
Yeah.
over it.
Big Star says Led Zeppelin.
Would you guys feel the same way if it was The Song Remains the Same? I'm just curious.
I think How the West is much better than.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too. It's just, you know, it's also doesn't it have like a couple of repeat songs on there?
Right.
Yeah, I was just
agree.
thinking in terms of the people who are voting for Led Zeppelin, How the West was one, who are both Stones and Zeppelin fans. Would you vote for the Stones if it were The Song Remains the Same soundtrack?
I mean, I would definitely vote for the Stones, but I don't know about the people in the chat.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't. That's tough though. That's a tough one.
Yeah. All right.
I
What are
think
you voting?
got it.
Oh, I'd say it's a Stones by a mile.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Now we're going to determine who gets to the final four. We got Cheap Trick at Budokan. Now, Cheap Trick knocked off Simon and Garfunkel, Central Park. They knocked off Who live at Leeds. Sinatra knocked off Thin Lizzy, and they knocked off Judas Priest to get where they are right now. So Cheap Trick versus Sinatra at the Sands.
Wow.
All right. It's time to stop this madness a little bit here. All right, come on.
Yeah, I think Sinatra got farther than any reasonable human being would have expected in the tournament.
I got to vote at Budokan.
If you guys heard the album, you would understand why it's so good.
Yes.
All right. Angel says Cheap Trick. Brian says Cheap Trick. Detroit says Sinatra. Sam, is that a vote? Let's see. Big Star says he still votes for Led Zeppelin. Gazing at the Moon says Cheap Trick. Yearwax says Cheap Trick. Mike says Cheap Trick. Sam says Sinatra. Aaron says Cheap Trick. Rod says Cheap Trick. Music in the House says Sinatra. Let's keep the train going.
I'm going with Cheap Trick.
Okay.
Big Star says Frank. Christian says Cheap Trick.
And what do you say, Gary? Cheap Trick?
That's it. Cheap Trick, yeah.
Okay. And JC, are you still with Sinatra or?
Yeah, I mean, it kills me because obviously Live at Budokan is a masterpiece, but I'm going to go with Sinatra. I'm going to keep the train rolling.
Yeah, I'm staying with Sinatra too.
Is it Cheap Trick?
So is that everybody?
Yeah.
All right. So it's Cheap Trick by 4.
All right.
Thank you, America.
Okay, now.
All right, what do we got here?
All right. I'm about to
Now
get
we
the
got-
ass kicked to me on this.
Fleetwood Mac, The Dance, up against Kiss Alive.
All right. What do you say, Josh?
I just totally lost all you guys. It was spinning. What was the question? Oh, is it
Fleetwood
Kiss-
Mac, The Dance versus Kiss Alive.
Oh, Kiss Alive. Easy.
I'd say it's time to get up and get your grandma out of here.
Exactly.
We're going to vote for Kiss Alive.
All right. So you're Kiss, Gary?
Yep.
All right.
Let's see. Angel says Kiss. Christian says Kiss. Brian says Kiss. Sam says he can't vote for this. Detroit says Fleetwood Mac. Gazing at the Moon says Kiss. Aaron says Kiss. Yearwax says Kiss. Rod says Fleetwood Mac because he hates Kiss. Music in the House says Kiss. You wanted the best. You got the best. Mike says, I'm going to dance with the one that brung me, Kiss Alive. Big Star says Kiss.
Well, I'm just going to stay cool and say Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
I still think
That's
that
how
album
you
is
want
fantastic. Cool in my own head, I guess.
to.
Nobody else thinks so.
I got to go with Kiss. I mean, I think if it had been maybe the other Fleetwood Mac album, I might feel differently. But it's just there's no. I mean, in what universe is Fleetwood Mac the Dance beating out Kiss Alive?
I think the thing that's so magical about the dance to me is it's so close to studio album in terms of their performance. It's just so clean and tight, and then it just becomes like a greatest hits because it's just all of their fantastic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And plus you get Silver Springs and stuff like that on there. I just think it's just one of my absolute favorite live albums. But I mean,
Yeah, it's a great one. There's no
Kiss Alive is definitely Kiss Alive.
One more vote for Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, thanks. So at least there's 4 of us.
Brandon, what's your thoughts on Eagles' Hell Freezes Over?
The exact same thing. I think it's kind of that perfection between being a greatest hits and perform just as good, if not better, than the studio album versions. I think that album is just awesome.
Yeah, I felt like those two albums are very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to move back over to the East region. And just to kind of refresh everybody's memory how we got here, Ramones beat out Ben Folds Live. Johnny Cash, or Ramones also beat out AC/DC. Johnny Cash beat out Metallica, and they beat out the Springsteen box set. So we got Ramones, It's Alive, up against Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison.
Ramones and Cash.
Okay. Sam says Johnny Cash. Music in the House says Cash. Brian says Ramones. Detroit says Johnny Cash. Aaron says the Ramones. Year Wax says Ramones. Gazing at the Moon says Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Another good one brewing here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with
I'm going
Johnny.
to go Johnny Cash, but it kills me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going Johnny Cash.
I'm going Johnny Cash too.
CGC says Johnny Cash. Mike says Ramones. I'm going Ramones on this. Angel says Ramones. Big Star says Johnny Cash. Rod says the Ramones.
Another close one where every vote counts.
Yeah, it looks like is Johnny Cash ahead?
Cash by 2.
All right.
Wow.
Anybody else want to weigh in on Cash? This is your last chance. Or anybody want to weigh in on Ramones?
Wow.
Cash it is.
All right.
What's next?
Can Johnny Cash go all the way?
I don't know if it's going to be able to beat the Stones.
Yeah. Well, I think this is where the Talking Heads Cinderella run ends.
Cinderella story. Yeah.
All right. Talking Heads up against the Stones.
Got to go Stones.
I got to go Stones.
I'll go Stones. Pretty sure Jeff is going Stones.
Yeah.
Okay. Angel says Stones. Christian, Stones. Sam says Stones. Mike says Talking Heads. Detroit says Talking Heads. Earwax says Stones. Gazing at the Moon says Talking Heads. Aaron still voting for different bands. He's still bitter.
Love you, Aaron.
Aaron, my favorite live album of all time, got kicked out. So Music in the House says Talking Heads. Rod says, "Can you believe that I'm voting for the Stones?"
Yeah, but nowhere on the Talking Heads album does David Byrne ever says, "Oh, I lost a button on my trousers."
Yeah.
Or whatever he said. Yeah.
Is everybody in?
Sound like Jim Morrison.
Yeah. The celebration. Let's begin.
Got another vote for the Stones.
All right. So it's definitely the Stones on this one.
All righty.
Definitely the Stones.
Okay, well, we got our final four. So to recap, it's Johnny Cash, Rolling Stones, Cheap Trick, and Kiss. Wow.
Pretty solid 4.
Cheap Trick versus Kiss Alive.
Very
Oh,
solid
man.
4.
One of the greatest quartets of all time, and then Kiss.
Yep.
So let the voting begin.
Wow.
Angel says Kiss. Detroit says Cheap Trick. Brian says Kiss. One Track Mind says Cheap Trick. Earwax says Cheap Trick. Motley Crue Junkie is here. He says Cheap Trick. Sam says Cheap Trick. Aaron says Kiss.
Wow.
Kiss for me, obviously.
Christian says it's tough, but he picks Kiss.
Okay.
Did I say Music in the House? They said Kiss.
Did I already get that one?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You don't want Kiss. I'm going with Kiss.
Okay. I think I have to go Kiss on this one too. As classic as they both are.
Mike says Kiss because it's 2 discs instead of 1. Gazing at the Moon says Kiss. Rod says Cheap Trick. He wants to give another vote to Beth for Cheap Trick. Big Star 33 says Kiss.
And what do you say, Gary?
Well, as much as I love the Cheap Trick, I got to go with Kiss.
Okay.
That kills me, though.
Yeah.
But Randy and
Will was close there for a while, but then Kiss pulled away at the end.
Yeah.
all right, Kiss moves on to the championship and validates Josh's video. All right, Johnny Cash versus the Stones. I don't even want to watch this one.
Got to go Cash.
What do you mean you gotta go, Cash? You don't have to do anything, Brandon. Think about it. Come
This
on.
is a free country. Johnny Cash is dead.
Man, that was the rise I was going for.
Sam says Johnny Cash. Earwax says Stones. Music in the House, Cash. Detroit Stars, Cash.
I'm voting Rolling Stones.
Gaze and Cash. One Trick Mind, Cash. Brian Stone. CGC Stones. Angel Stones. Oh, man. This is painful. And even though, oh, man. I'm going to go Stones, but I'm probably going to regret it. Because I love Cash.
Thank you, Josh.
I love that Cocaine Blues on that album, man. Cash kills me to pick against it.
Did we get Rod's vote for the Stones?
Stones. Aaron still wants Unplugged.
Yep.
I agree with Aaron that Alice in Chains would have definitely made my final four.
All right, another close one. Every vote counts.
Strangers in the Night would be in my final two. Damn. I'm sorry, Michael Schenker. Nobody loves you.
Yeah, next week we need to do this and add the records we forgot, like Rush.
Hey, Sam, calm down.
Yeah, like we got no Bob Seger, we got no Rush.
The Brian Johnson AC/DC live album, Nirvana Unplugged.
So is that it for the votes?
Are there any more votes coming in, people?
It's very, very close. So we could definitely use.
CGC is voting for UFO. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, if we're calling it, we got a winner by one. The Stones.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Here we go.
All right. Championship round.
Josh's favorite live album of all time against Jeff's favorite.
Yeah.
Got a whole year's worth of bragging rights right here.
Man. I don't know. This one, I mean, like I say, if the Stones have to lose to any band or in any album, I mean, Kiss Alive, there's no shame in that. I can make peace with the fact that they lost to a great album in Kiss Alive. And I'm not saying they're going down, but if they do, there's worse albums you could lose to.
All right, so let's start doing the votes.
Rod, we'll do Johnny Winter next week or whenever we do this again. Wings Over America, yeah.
One Track Mind. Listen, this is all you guys. We didn't pick all these bands. This was what we got from you guys. So I don't know. I mean, nobody who was here voted for any of those guys. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So
we got to start counting votes here, right?
So do we need to read them off, or is it pretty much a landslide?
Okay. Angel says Kiss. Music in the House. Wait a minute. What do we vote? Oh, it's a Kiss and Stone. Okay.
Right.
Detroit Stones. Sam Stones. Aaron Kiss. Mike Kiss. Brian Kiss. Gazing at the Moon Kiss. Ed and Gretch Stones. Rod says Rolling Stones in all capital letters. Big Star 33 says Kiss. CGC Vinyl Guy says Kiss. Music in the House says Kiss. Motley Crue, Junkie, Stones. Rod's trying to vote again.
Rod, we love you, man, even though you hate Kiss.
He did it all in capital letters, and this time he did it all lowercase. He's trying to trick me.
Exactly.
He's a sly one, that happy hippie.
Yeah, well, I mean, each of their tournament journeys. I mean, who did the Stones take down? The Stones took down Motorhead. They took down Zeppelin. They took down Talking Heads. They took down Johnny Cash, and Kiss. Kiss took down Slade. They took down The Last Waltz, Fleetwood Mac, and Cheap Trick. So, I mean, both of them just played their hearts out in this tournament. You gotta Friday.
What do you guys pick?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are the votes here?
I mean, I think it's obvious.
I got to vote for Kiss. And it's just, I mean, that's my childhood there.
Right.
Yeah. And JC, obviously your Kiss.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna back you with Kiss. And Jeff, your Kiss?
Jeff made a whole video.
This is no time for comedy, Brandon.
Kiss was number 19.
Oh man. So are all the votes in?
It's looking like it.
All right.
I don't know. Every time we do this, it's like a couple other votes pop up later.
Well, even if there are a couple more, sorry, Jeff.
Yeah.
We got Kiss by 5.
Kiss Alive.
All right, that's your champion, the people's choice. Love it or hate it,
Nice.
it's what it is. And I'm not saying I don't think it's all that surprising. I mean, really, when you put Kiss Alive in this tournament, I don't think it's really surprised that they ran the table.
Yeah. It's almost one we should have left out because of that.
Right.
Like, yeah, I couldn't have imagined any other album winning.
Yeah.
And who would think that Sinatra and Talking Heads would go so far and
Right.
Chains would get eliminated in the first round?
So no tears for me anyway. I mean, there may be people who hate Kiss that feel like this is an outrage, but I mean, yeah, it just is what it is.
You and what army? The Kiss Army.
Right. No denying that. Well, should we do like next week? Should we do another bracket and then put up Kiss Alive against whoever? Because like think about who you don't have represented. You don't have Rush represented. Bob Seger, Journey, the Eagles, Jay Giles. I mean, I know like when we were choosing all of them early on, we had quite a few that were, they just missed the cut. Trying to go back up through the chat and see what some of those were, but
Aerosmith live bootleg, we didn't have that on there.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Aerosmith, Allman Brothers.
Oh, Allman Brothers.
You've also got Kiss Alive too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's usually the first one that comes to mind for me, even over Alive. But what if you even did something like a NIT tournament where like after maybe 3 or 4 of the bracket videos, just all the albums or albums from all 4 of those that got left out, just putting them in a tournament together, whether it's live, soundtracks, just everything that got left out in the other 4 videos.
Yeah, like Pink Floyd. Yeah, there's a lot of great ones coming in. Wings of the Fillmore is a great one.
Aaron's a man. He's a man of his word.
But yeah, like
I'm trying to think of like some other bands, like older bands we haven't really mentioned. Yes songs.
Yeah, no Yes. How do we not have any Yes up there?
Tina Turner live.
Yeah,
that was a great album. Neil Lofgren
live. How about James Brown at the Apollo?
Yeah,
that album is awesome.
Another great one.
Yeah.
The Style Council, Home and Abroad, Elton John's album, the 1970 live album that he came out with.
Yeah. Sam Cooke,
yeah.
Great live one.
Scorpions, the Tokyo Tapes.
Yep. Oh yeah, Tokyo
Another great one. Man, that's a lot.
Cream live. CCR has that live album coming out. That's a re-release, right? I mean, they had that out before.
Live Evil, the Dio era.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
That Bruce Springsteen Western Stars.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I don't know
Or
if that's more. I don't know if it's a soundtrack or live with how that's considered, but
No Nukes, which is a
Yeah.
one. Love No Nukes.
Blue Oyster Cult, On Your Feet or On Your Knees.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of them. Yeah, we could definitely fill up another.
What about Some Enchanted Evening?
Yeah. My favorite of theirs is Extraterrestrial Live, really, as far as their live albums go. But
Do best hair metal bands of the 80s or best pop music albums of the 80s next time. Yeah, we can take a break from live albums. I
Yep.
mean, I think it's fun to kind of think about all the albums that we didn't pick tonight. But yeah, we can go in a different direction. We could go hair metal.
I like the hair metal one.
Yeah, I like the hair metal.
yeah.
Hair
I
metal.
think that one's calling our name, the hair metal one.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before we got to that one. But you guys would know a lot more about that particular genre than I do, but I'd still.
Well, then you always get that thing too. What's hair metal?
Right.
What bands, are hair metal?
Well, we could make it like rock bands of the 80s or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hard rock. 80s.
Hard rock bands of the 80s, and that's would encompass all of those things.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Radiohead. Yeah, so these are all ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think any of these are still going to beat Kiss Alive. I think, if we still filled up another 32 team bracket, I don't see any of them beating Kiss, even the Deep Purple one. But so I think next week we'll do something. I mean, I don't know, we can do hair metal next week. I'm sorry, not hair metal, hard rock next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Aaron would definitely have to join us then.
He's got to put Sweet FA up on that bad Larry.
Yeah.
I like the way you said that. You sound like he's trying to be sexy, Josh. He's gonna put Sweet FA up on that bad Larry. Yeah, he is.
That's his bread and butter right there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, this was good. Our champion is Kiss Alive. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys like the new format. Hopefully seeing the comments on the screen was a little more entertaining. And if you're watching this in hindsight, hopefully you enjoyed it a bit more. But this was a good time had by all. So next week we'll look at hard rock, our hard rock bands, and Aaron says the only problem with that is most of the best albums are more obscure and the popular. Well, that's the case with any list that we do, really.
Yeah.
The most popular ones. I mean, technically Ben Folds Live would have won this entire bracket if more people knew about it, or Wilco, but I mean, it just is what it is. So, but, you guys all have a great week, and thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You next week for our Hard Rock Ultimate Championship. What are we calling it? Tournament of Champions.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Lucy.
Take care.
Later.